The good news is military and police are waking up in droves. Here's another police state article. But first, let me go back to this one. Give me a document cam shot for people watching us at prisonplanet.tv right now, not just listening on the radio. This is out of KOIN Local 6 News out of Cornelius, Oregon. So this is from local TV channel. Okay, and we're going to get this family on. Cornelius, Oregon, a local business owner is flabbergasted after a shipment of 30 toy guns for his store was confiscated by ATF agents in Tacoma. Brad Martin and his son Ben sell airsoft BB guns with their store in Cornelius, where they've been in business for 7 years. There's no regulatory rules on BB guns, folks. For who can, I mean, and these aren't even BB guns. These shoot soft little pellets. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at Academy. I have bought them. They are great fun when you're training kids how to shoot, so it's a lot safer. And no, there's no law, but they took them and they said, look, we'll use the Patriot Act on you. You understand? Shut up. Shut up. Because they said these could be converted to an automatic weapon. Yes, they have no cartridge, no place to put a bullet, to put a cartridge. It's totally insane. It shoots a little bitty, soft plastic ball that's hollow, and they don't care. It's over. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central, I'm live. Back Sundays 4 to 6 p.m., and that's what you're tuned into right now. Now, let me calmly go over the rest of this police state news. Then I'm getting into who's behind this. The banks openly announcing world government, openly laying out their plan for the world in the next 16 months, okay? This is the most important information financially any of you are going to hear anywhere, because it's now out in the open. We have a very clear picture of what's going on. And all of my guests, top economists, people like Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, father of Reaganomics, people like Bob Chapman, Max Kaiser, Gerald Salente, they all agree with this analysis. But it's now out in the open. But first, think about what America's turned into. All over the country, the government gives laptops to children and then watches them at home without warrants and then openly admits they're doing it like it's acceptable, like it's kosher to do that. They're just coming out in the open with it, hiding it in plain view, thinking you're so stupid and so broken that you will just accept this. From people screaming about the Patriot Act, spying on citizens without warrants 8 years ago, to we're just watching you all, and we're tracking you with your cell phones, and we're reading your license plates, and we're going to put you through naked body scanners and record your naked body. They first lied about that. Now they've been caught in England and the U.S. recording people's naked bodies, saving it. This is humiliation. This is control. This is domination. But look at this article out of Cornelius, Oregon. ATF seizes 30 guns, infuriating local business owner. A local business owner is flabbergasted after a shipment of 30 toy guns from his store was confiscated by ATF agents in Tacoma. Brad Martin and his son Ben sell the airsoft BB guns from their store in Cornelius, where they've been in business for 7 years. Now, anybody who's bought an airsoft, and they're very popular, you know how ridiculous this is. Number one, they have no statutory authority, no law. The BATF has no precedent over BB guns, much less airsoft that isn't even a BB gun. In fact, pull up airsoft pellets or airsoft projectiles, and it's little hollow, plastic, thin, yellow and orange or green BBs, about 3 times the size of a BB. I mean, if you're 5 feet away, it might hurt if somebody shot you in the arm. And parents everywhere are out there having fun. Their kids are learning marksmanship. This is the greatest thing ever. And no! Now, Walmart, Target, Academy, that's big in Texas, great place. I shop there a lot. They have whole aisles just with nothing but airsoft. I mean, they've got pink ones with Barbie on it. In fact, we found one of those earlier. They've got, stuff with John Wayne on it. I mean, they've got everything. And my daughter and my son, we go out in the backyard, and we set up some tin cans that are empty, and they've learned at 15, 20 feet to be able to shoot them every time. And I don't have to be as paranoid when they're out there with it as when they're shooting a BB gun. They've done that, too. But I trained them on airsoft. They've now moved up, when we're out at the ranch, family ranch, to 410 shotguns. My son's even gotten a Dove before, and he's 7. Oh, boy, that's really evil, isn't it? Learning the Second Amendment, learning how to hunt, learning how to be a real man, learning how to defend his family when he has one in the future. Not being domesticated. And that's why all over the country, in art class, I've seen, you've seen it in the news, they'll say, draw a picture of your mother or father. So they'll draw their dad who's a policeman or their dad who's in the Marine Corps. And it'll be in the news. 8-year-old arrested, put in psychological testing, drew a picture of his father, a policeman with a firearm. Or, boy 11, suspended. There's talk of his arrest. This happened 2 weeks ago because he brought a G.I. Joe 2-inch plastic gun that goes in the action figure's hand. This is the demonization. This is the mind control. This is how they're demonizing the Second Amendment. And now they're going after, without a law, airsoft that legally are shipped in from China. That's where they're made. You buy it at Walmart, Academy, any other sporting goods store, any toy store, China. The ones I got 3 of them. They're all from China. Little handguns my kids can shoot that they can hold in their hands. No, no, you will not do that. The Martins said they buy their stock from Taiwan because the merchandise is less expensive. But the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives seized a shipment of 30 in October. The shipment is worth around $12,000. It's got to be a lot more than 30. Those things are like $50. And the ATF is promising to destroy the entire shipment, claiming they have the power through a regulatory control. And that's what Bush and Obama have been doing. Bush was doing it as well. The ATF, outside of law, is using importing regulations. And they're setting the precedent with a small store that they think wouldn't know their rights. Okay? The ATF is using a manipulation of import rules to do this. But they go on to say you could load real cartridges in this. Now, again, for those that don't know about guns or toy guns, you can only put in the breech the round that fits it. If it's a 22, a 22. If it's a 12-gauge shotgun, it's a 12-gauge shotgun casing. Airsoft only takes a tiny plastic BB. That's what fits in there. You could put nothing in there but that. But the ATF goes on to say you could load this with real cartridges and make it fully auto. Now, they know that's not true. So, see, now they're saying, I guess your Daisy Red Ryder. I guess you could put a .45 Magnum in there, a 7mm mag. How about a 50 caliber? How about a 40mm howitzer? I mean, that's like saying they could load Fat Man or Little Boy A-bombs from World War II in a Daisy Red Ryder. It doesn't fit. It's like saying you could put Tyrannosaurus Rex inside of a toy gun. It's an interdimensional thing, they're saying. There's a magicness that floats around the cartridge, and you can put things in there that don't fit, and there's not even a firing pin. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen to this. Special Agent Kevin Crenshaw said the toys can be easily retrofitted into dangerous weapons. With minimal work, it'd be converted into a machine gun, Crenshaw said. Brad Martin is furious about the loss of the money for sure, but also in what he now thinks as a loss of his time and the use of government agents to seize toy guns. All this manpower, all this time, all this taxpayer money, wasted my time and my profitability, Martin said, just to seize 30 toy guns. What about your rights for commerce? What about an out-of-control government, sir? You need to sue them. Ben Martin disagrees. The toy guns could be considered dangerous. They're not even, this is insane. To say these are readily convertible to machine guns is absolutely preposterous, he said. The round wouldn't go into the firing chamber. Even if the firing pin did strike the primer, the gun would basically blow up in your face. There is no firing pin. It shoots air through it. There's no firing pin on BB guns or airsoft. Do you understand? ATF said it also seized the toy guns because they are missing the blazing orange tips required on all imported toy guns. That's not even true. The Martins said they received shipments before from Taiwan that were missing the orange tips. They were simply asked by customs agents to drive it to Tacoma and paint the orange tips on themselves. These are sold everywhere without these. This is insane. So this is what goes on in America. It's like Austin, Texas. ATF comes into town, tells the Austin police, go shut down that legal gun show. It's been there for 18 years. They say, yes, sir, and they do it. Oh, my gosh. I mean, where is this country going? What is next? I'm going to open the phones up after I cover the banking scam. I'm going to go ahead and give you the number now. We are live the last day of February 28th, 2010. It is 4:41 and 45 seconds Central Standard Time. 888-201-2244. 888-201-2244. And we will get you up and on the air on this subject and the Patriot Act and everything else I've covered so far today. Now, continuing, getting into the big news of the day. The banker bailout has stolen over $28 trillion, according to Bloomberg. And the government admits it, but won't say where the money went. It's not $700 billion or $784 billion. That's a revolving grouping of credit the banks can get. Not to mention the open window, as they call it, to the Federal Reserve, where they give themselves money to buy up real assets while freezing general loans to the lowest level in the last 50 years to the American people.